How to Draw Face Layouts by Mozu. Step 1. Front View. First, let's draw a face from the front. Begin by drawing an oval with a vertical axis passing through its center. Do not draw a perfect circle, because you will actually end up drawing a head that is too big. By choosing the shape of the head to approximate the contour lines for our face, we can avoid the problem of having a head that is too large later on. Many people choose to draw the lines on the horizontal line, but personally, I just use it to check the angle, so it doesn't really have much meaning here. While drawing, rotate the picture to check in case there are any mistakes. The front view of the face is pretty easy to draw, so there's no need to constantly check on the symmetry. But there's also no harm in doing it either. Drawing up this part of the sketch outline incorrectly or inappropriately will make things difficult for you when you start inking the lines. It depends on age and gender of the character. But for my line drawing here, from the top of the head to the hairline, from the hairline to eyebrows, and from eyebrows to nose, and from nose to chin, I use a ratio of 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, as shown by the blue line. Since the eyebrows are raised in this case, it deviates slightly from the ratio. Step 2. Faces from below. First, this is a sketch of how people look when they look upwards. The blue line indicates the general outline, while the green line shows where the edge of the face connects with the neck. As you can see from this picture, the outline of the face and neck that we usually draw is not directly connected, where instead there's a plane shown in green. If you don't get it right away, touching up your chin might help. Next, let's draw a face from a low angle. When the character looks diagonally upwards, remember to draw a smoother circle than the one we use for the front angle face. I'll explain this later, but keep in mind that the back of a human head is surprisingly large. Same as before, the blue lines show the face outline and the green lines indicate the plane. As I explained, the ratio from the top of the head to the hairline, from the hairline to eyebrows, from the eyebrows to the nose, from the nose to the chin, is 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. But when viewing the face from below, the ratio changes a bit so that the part higher up appears squashed. You can check for any inconsistencies in your positioning by drawing a pair of glasses. If you can't draw the glasses without creating some strange angles, this tells you that the picture is slightly distorted, and so your components should be repositioned. Especially when drawing women or children's faces from below, a jawline that comes in too tight will make the muscles appear unnaturally tense and rigid. Being able to suggest this outline only using shadows will require a certain level of familiarity in order to draw accurately. Step 3. Faces from above. When you want to draw a face from a high angle, keep in mind that a row of hair on the top of the head represents a large area of the head itself. To avoid accidentally drawing your head too big, pay attention to the balance of your parts when you position them. When the angle is changed from the front view, other parts, such as the eyes, must be drawn differently. Depending on an angle, the shape outline changes. These are the positions of the face from the completely straight-on view and from a higher view of the top of the head. Compared to the straight-on angle, the head appears relatively large here. I didn't mention it here, but drawing the face from a low or high angle will also affect the way in which you draw the neck and body when drawn from the frontal view. You'll see what I mean if you observe it yourself from different angles in the mirror. Step 4. Profile. One common mistake when drawing a profile is drawing the back of the head too small during your planning sketches. As shown in blue, the back of the head should be at least about a circle in size. The back of a human head is larger than what people often imagine. If you find it hard to visualize, search for an image of a skull. The profile of the eyes is also very different from when you draw them to the front. Enlarging the pupils as well as the irises is quite important. This digresses from the topic of positioning the head a bit, but another important point is to note that the neckline should not come down perpendicular to the body. If it is drawn straight down, it will look too stiff. In a more relaxed state, the neckline should curve a little. Many people worry over how to draw lips. I suggest you try drawing a line from the tip of the nose to the chin and place the mouth halfway down. The line connecting the tip of the nose and the chin is called an E-line. The shape of a mouth in which the lips don't touch the line is generally the best. The line connecting the upper lip and lower lip should not be parallel to the E-line, but instead the lower lip should be drawn back slightly. Especially when drawing a side profile, if you pay attention to how the hair comes down from the whorl of the head, it will have a spherical look. However, the position of the hair whorl is different for many people, so try to find the best one that suits you. While positioning is quite important, it's best not to worry about it too much. To begin with, many people have different ways of sketching face layouts, so there's no one correct way. Practicing drawing deformed characters, but also take the time to observe the proportions of actual human bodies. If you come to understand the importance of making layouts through that process of observation, you'll be able to find the most natural ratio suitable to your own style of drawing. The end.